My childhood started out almost normal until school hit. Then came the apes. I'm talking about knuckle-dragging, brain-dead bullies who couldn't handle anything different. Wrong haircut? You're a faggot. Wrong music? You're a freak. Wrong outfit? Get ready to be cornered. I once tried starting a video blog just to express myself, to be someone. Instead, I became the town joke. People laughed behind my back, mocked me on the streets. Hey, when's the next video? Like it was comedy, not courage. I was mocked, threatened, baited into fights almost daily. My stuff was stolen. Once I even had a knife pressed to my throat. Just joking, bro. That was just the playground. Now imagine the country itself doing the same shit, but with tanks and ideology. They pushed one language down our throats, even though everyone around me spoke another. We were forced to stand with our hand over our heart, singing some fucking anthem every Monday morning at school, or risk punishment. People showed up with guns, even to schools. Military uniforms were everywhere. Checkpoints with armed men were the norm. Phones searched. Questions barked. It felt like the whole place was one giant barracks, always on the edge of war. But I never bought into it, not for a second. I always knew there was more. A world beyond barbed wire, paranoia, and propaganda. I dreamed of global cities, open skies, free speech, music, color, travel, not gray concrete and marching boots. In other regions in this country's, discrimination ran so deep, you could feel it in your passport. Being born in the wrong region meant rejection at job interviews, humiliation from landlords, being treated like dirt even when all you wanted was a chance. And yet, even in that fucked up world, I had one place that felt like mine. My mother spent her whole life building a 2-story house from scratch. She worked herself into the ground, gave up everything, travel, rest, joy, just to stay close to her own mother in that dead-end provincial town. But here's the catch. She never actually lived in that house. She had to leave the country to earn money. So while the house grew brick by brick, I barely saw her. She was always far away, and still is. I grew up with my grandmother instead, and most of my childhood felt like I was raising myself. Still, inside that house, I had my own ritual. I'd hook up a massive speaker, hang a disco scarf from the ceiling, and throw solo parties. That was my sanctuary. No propaganda, no uniforms, no threats. Just me, music, and a fragile bubble of freedom. Despite all that, there was one city in South that gave me hope. It had charm, life, music, sea breeze, creativity. For a while, I wanted to build something there, maybe even buy a place. But even that oasis got swallowed. Military trucks rolled in. Draft officers began hunting people in the streets. Former friends picked up rifles and started shouting slogans like "possessed NPCs." In my final years there, things got so toxic, I stopped talking to people altogether. I'd take the train to a nearby town just to walk around unnoticed, just to breathe in a place where no one knew me. I hated that place so much, I stopped telling people where I was from. Whenever someone asked, I'd lie. Said I was from the South City, just to avoid the shame, the judgment, the weight of that fucking name. That's when I knew I had to run. That place still feels like a curse, a fucking brand burned into me. And no matter how far I run, it keeps finding ways to break my life all over again.